Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Jo. Standing at the top of your mat today with your feet hip distance apart. Close the eyes, start to breathe deeply and melt the shoulders down towards the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up, stretching high. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, hands to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back to plank, then lower the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, lifting the head and shoulders. Breathing out, float the hips up into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, bend the knees as much as you like. Relax the neck and breathe deeply. Look up and step the feet towards the hands, half lift, then fold deep. Breathing in as you sweep the arms up and come to stand. Exhale, lower the arms. Breathing in, sweep the arms up high. Exhaling, fold forwards. Breathing in, look up and lengthen. Exhaling, step back to plank, bend the elbows. Breathing in as you look up and breathing out as you float the hips into downward facing dog. Draw the shoulders back and down into the back. Spread the toes and the fingers. Step the feet between the hands and fold deep. Inhale, sweep the arms up and lift the body to stand. Exhale, float the arms down. Breathing in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, look up and lift. Exhale, step back to plank, bend the elbows. Breathing in, sweep the head and shoulders up. Exhale as you lift the hips into down dog. Relax the face and jaw. Spread those fingers wide. Look up and step the feet between the hands. Exhale, fold deep. Breathing in, sweep the arms out and lift them high. Exhale, float the arms down. Once more, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, folding forwards at the waist. Breathing in, look up. Breathing out, step back to plank. Knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, scoop that heart up. Exhale, lift the hips. Bend one knee, then the other, coming up onto the balls of the feet, stretching out the toes and the calf muscles. Now slowly start to walk your hands round to the left. And feel that lovely stretch down the right hand side of the body. Bend the left knee. Then walk the hands over to the right, as far round as feels comfortable, bending that right knee and stretching all down the left hand side of the body. Then walk the hands back to center, bring the knees to the floor. Inhale as you drop the belly and look up. Exhale as you curl through the spine, dropping the head. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, dome the spine and look through the arms. Cat-cow or spinal flex. Now send the hips back onto the heels and then scoop the upper body forward, lifting the head and then doming the spine as you send the hips back. Guiding the head forward along the mat between your hands and then doming the spine, making big, generous circles with the body, undulating the spine, releasing tension. Now change direction, doming the spine up and then lifting it forwards, then sitting back on the heels. Breathe deeply and keep the movement fluid and soft. Relax the jaw. Then come back onto an all fours position and step the right leg out wide so your foot comes onto the floor. Then gently guide the hips back, feeling that lovely stretch in the inner thigh. Bring that right leg back and then step the left leg wide. Then gently guide the hips back, enjoying that lovely stretch. Breathe deeply and relax the jaw and the face. Bring both knees back and then take them slightly wider than the mat. Start to walk the arms forwards, bringing your forearms down onto the floor, and then guide the rib cage and the upper body forwards, coming into our frog pose. Gently guide the hips down towards the earth, opening the hips and thighs, releasing any stiffness and tension. Breathe deeply and try to relax into the stretch. Come back onto all fours and then stretch the legs out behind you, lying on your front with your arms bent at right angles on the floor beside you. Bend that left leg and then open up the hips, taking the foot round to the floor behind your right leg if it will come. Turn the side of your face to the mat. Come back to center and change side. Bend that right leg and then open the hips out, taking the right foot to the floor behind you if it will touch. Breathe deeply. Come back to center. And then bend that left leg again, open out the hips and either stay here or wrap that left arm behind you to open the chest and the rib cage as well as the hips. Just come to wherever feels comfortable for you today. Come back to center and change sides, bending that right leg, opening out the hips, and then either staying there or floating the right arm up and taking it behind you, tucking it just behind the waist. Come back to center and then bring the hands so they're just above the shoulders and inhale to lift the head, shoulders and rib cage from the mat. Then exhale to gently peel them back down. Now lift the head and the feet from the mat and exhale to melt them back down. Breathing in, lift the head and the feet. Breathing out, float them back down. Inhaling, lift the head and the feet. And see if you can hold them this time. Keep breathing deeply. This is quite an intense stretch. And gently lower them down, Stretch the arms out high above the head, and then float the arms and the legs up from the mat if you can, just as high as feels good. Breathe deeply and lower. Inhale, lifting the arms and the legs. And lower them down, making a pillow for the forehead with the hands, and then swing the hips from side to side, releasing any tension. Bend both knees and reach behind you with the hands to take hold of the feet. You can leave your forehead on the mat. Draw those feet in towards the bum, stretching out the front of the thighs. Gently release the feet and clasp the hands behind you, stretching them down towards the feet and then up and away from the body, opening up the shoulders and the front of the chest. Keep the breath deep and even. Relax the jaw and the face. Release the hands, bring them to the shoulders on the floor and push the body back up into all fours. Take the knees wide and come down into our child's pose. Forehead on the mat, arms outstretched in front of you. Opening the hips and breathing deeply. Close the eyes. Now slightly lift the hips and tuck the toes under if that feels good for you. Then settle the hips back down and come up onto the fingertips, walking the hands forwards, stretching out the underside of the shoulders and stretching out the toes and the feet at the same time. You can leave your forehead on the mat. Gently walk the hands back towards the body and come up to a kneeling position with the toes tucked under still, or not if it's more comfortable to release them now. Clasp the hands, stretch them high above the head and melt over to the right hand side. Back to center and stretch up and over to the left. To center and over to the right, and then float the arms down. Well done, everyone. Come to sitting on your bum now and open the legs wide to wherever feels good for you. Clasp the hands and imagine you're stirring a big cauldron, sending the hands all the way forwards and then melting them back in towards the chest. Make the circles as big as you can. And keep that lovely deep breath going. Then take the right hand behind you and take the left hand to the outside of the right knee for a lovely spinal twist. Close the eyes. Come back to center and change sides. Right hand to the outside of left knee. Take the left hand behind you. Come back to center and now start to fold the upper body forward, taking the hands either to the knees or the shins or the ankles, wherever feels good. Inhale to grow tall and lengthen, and breathe out to melt the upper body down towards the earth. exhale, float the body back to center, bring the knees together and come to lying on your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest and then open them out, placing the hands on the inside of the knees and gently stretching out the inner groin. Then lift the feet so the soles of the feet are facing skyward, and take the hands to the outside of the feet for our happy baby pose. Use the hands to gently draw the legs down towards the earth, opening up the hips. Then bring the soles of the feet together, place them on the mat with the knees open. Find a comfortable position. We'll take our Shavasana here today. Close the eyes, allow the arms to be heavy and soft, and relax. Stretch the arms up above the head now. Point the toes for a lovely full body stretch. Hug the knees in towards the chest and gently rock from side to side. Roll over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow for your head. Keep the eyes closed and the head heavy as you guide yourself up to a seated cross-legged position. Drop the chin down to the chest, working out any last bits of tension in the neck. Rub those palms together, place them over the eyes, and then flutter the eyelids open and lower the hands. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you soon.